But
Mm.
no matter how bad it is, all right, no matter how shiata the internet is, it will never be as shit. Nothing will ever be as shit as this so-called study.
Oh, here we go.
I hope you're ready for this.
Oh, Lord.
Smart people, in quotes, were the first to get the COVID jab, study claims.
All right, hang on. All right.
Wow.
One of the most common strategies that the left uses is blame, shame, and guilt.
Yep.
They've had a lot of success in the past 60 years with this. That's why we are in the mess we're in.
Mhm.
Listen, don't fall for it anymore. Just refuse to be shamed or guilted into silence. You're like, go fuck yourself. This is the truth on the ground. I don't care what your feelings are. Your feelings, in the grand scheme of things, are absolutely irrelevant.
Amen to that.
Oh, man.
Ugh.
How did I become the voice of fucking reason, man? I used to be an evil genius. I mean, I was just a raging asshole as a child. How did I become the responsible one? This has been a weird journey.
It
I don't
very
know.
much is, yeah. I don't understand it, but I do know that this is one of the dumbest things that I've ever seen. So here it is. This is their so-called study.
Here we
Smart
go.
people first in line for COVID. What? Where'd you go? Pop, where'd you go? He just left the studio. Apparently, he X'd out of something he wasn't supposed to X out of. So I'll read this while we're waiting for him to come back. Oh, here he comes. Are you there?
Bounced out.
Yeah, I could see that.
What are you going to do, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I have no idea what that happened.
Well, Murphy showed up, and
Yeah, Murphy definitely showed up. So apparently, it might be a StreamYard thing. Who knows?
it also could be somebody in the background not liking what we're talking about.
Could be. Who knows?
Listen, I know I'm on a list. I know there's alphabet agencies watching me. It just is what it is.
Yep. Murphy strikes again, man. All right. So here we go. Smart people first in line. Smart people first in line for COVID-19 vaccine study suggests a total of 80% of the most intelligent people were vaccinated within 40 days of the Kung flu vaccine availability, compared with 180 days for those with the lowest cognitive ability.
Again, this is the guilt thing.
Yep.
Like, people are like, I'm not a low IQ individual. I'll show you. I'm going to go get this jab. This is 100% manipulation propaganda right here.
That's how you know it's propaganda.
This is.
It's absolute horseshit.
It is.
And of course, they have to tout their sample size and all that stuff. When really, if you torture any methodology, you can get any results you want.
Correct.
That's what people, there's lies, damn lies, and statistics. That's an expression for a reason. So here it is. Uppsala University researchers assessed the relationship between cognitive ability and prompt Kung flu vaccination among 750,000 men and 3,000 women who registered for military service in Sweden from 1979 to 1997. The team used intelligence test data from the Swedish military archives and got the so-called results that they're talking about here. So let me just boil this down for you here, what they're expecting you to believe, all right? They're expecting you to believe that the most intelligent among us are going to rush right out because they're not going to do any research on their own. They probably don't even know what mRNA is. They're just going to believe whatever the talking heads on TV tell them and take something that's untested, unvetted, and potentially poisonous to your very genetic code.
Well, they did test it on 8 mice.
Yeah, that's smart. Correct. According to this so-called study, to just believe whatever you are told by the scientists and go get your poison jab.
Wow.
No, But the idiots are the ones who decided to wait to see if there would be adverse side effects. Those people are the idiots. You see how this falls apart when you just point out one thing?
Well, listen, when Trump was talking about this vaccine, I immediately went and looked it up. I did a lot of the, basically backwards planning research on exactly how this stuff was tested. And what I found was exceedingly frightening, meaning that, yes, the vax worked initially. And then a year and a half later, due to other illnesses, all of the animals in the test pool died.
Yep.
That is not good.
No, it is not.
I do not trust experimental anything, because I have been the guinea pig when I was forced to take the anthrax in the Army, and I absolutely despised it. And every time I go into the VA, there are flyers on the wall, or they handed these little pamphlets about all of the negative things that could happen if you got the anthrax vaccine. So there you go.
Yeah, and what's really funny is that most of these, like the prior anti-vax movement, regarding children, was primarily spearheaded by leftoids, and they actually had a valid point. And then these were the same people to shame you and agree with government talking heads like Trudeau and Biden, etc., that if you don't get this one particular vaccine, you should lose your job. You shouldn't be allowed to travel. You shouldn't be allowed to go out in public without being harassed.
Whatever happened to my body, my choice.
Yeah, exactly. How is that intelligent to just go along with the herd? I mean, unless I see a whole platoon of rats running in one direction, I mean, then you go with the herd, because they can usually sense when danger is coming. It's like, oh, there's something fucked up coming from that way. I'll probably stick with the rats, but that's really about the only time.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. It's insane.
And check this out. I love that they included this in the article. Errant belief number 6. This comes from an article on cult membership from a leading cult expert, Steve Hassan. Errant belief number 6. He's too intelligent to join a cult. Cults thrive to the extent that they can recruit intelligent, dynamic people. Many have had a hard time believing that bright, talented people could fall under the control of a cult. But cults intentionally recruit valuable people that are intelligent, caring, and motivated. Most of the former cult members I have met are exceptionally bright, with an active imagination, a creative mind, and the capacity to focus their attention and enter deep states of concentration. Most are idealistic and socially conscious. They want to make the most of themselves and to make a positive contribution to the world.
Woodward,
Scientology. Yep, Scientology. Shit, man, look at Charles Manson. He got women to do some really, really fucked up shit. And then after that became known.
I mean, he was exceptionally smart, too. So
yeah. Women were sending him marriage proposals in prison.
That's actually fairly common.
Yeah. Jail.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the meat caser box.